to create. I use they, he, and she pronouns, by the way. Here. Hopefully you can still hear it, so you can hear me talking. Of somatic stress release. Thanks, Ale. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much again for joining me. I'll do these little just for fun because I barely ever get to drum. So thank you so much. I can show you this awesome drum kit here that I get to luckily use for today. And I'd love to know if there's other drummers out there, what you like what kind of drumming do you like? Do you like djembes? Do you like hand drums? Do you like electronic drum kits? Do you like acoustic drum kits? That's super exciting. I'm gonna wave at folks. Thank you again for joining me for that little drumming piece. I hope that folks were able to either drum along on their bodies and use like body percussion, or you just were dancing along with me. So thank you again, because I was saying earlier that I've started drumming when I was 11 years old, and then until about 19 I drummed pretty intensely for a long time. But since then, which, you know, I'm 32 now, I haven't really owned a drum kit, and I haven't really drummed that much. So do folks at home get what I mean? Have you been into a practice really intensely and then gone away from it and then coming back to it? How does it feel? What's it like? Do you miss it? What comes up for you? I guess for me, I'm like, oh, it's there. My drumming, it's there with me, and I kind of use it as I go. With you know, I always kind of have like, you know, movements in my hands and percussion and things like that. But I'm curious to know about your practices that you've had. So let's get into a creative writing practice. If you're at home, you might want to grab a pen and paper. I thought I was grabbing a pen when I got up and grabbed a stick. Okay, so here we go. And actually, I might just continue on with a drawing. Oh, again, apologize, I'm in a new space. We're just trying to like hold this up on the drum kit. So I might just continue on with this drawing that I created in the Instagram live stream. If folks want to go over there and check that one out too. I did a bit of drumming there. I'm just going to continue on, and folks, I like to talk about these expressive arts sessions as an intuitive practice, a time for yourself to just be meditative and self-reflective. I know for me, when I was just drawing, helped me calm down, regulate my nervous system, and relax and just be with myself. So I'm just continuing to do that. I was quite actually nervous about playing drums because I haven't in a long time. But it's super fun. And like Kawartha Sexual Assault commented, saying that drumming is a great form of somatic release, and it is. When you're feeling intense or angry, you can let it out. But I think that oftentimes we think of drumming as an angry thing or a masculine thing, and it's not necessarily. I kind of have started to relate the drum, or like a djembe, as like a heartbeat, which is the first thing we hear in the womb when we're, you know, being created. And so I think it's a very grounding form of art. Connects us to the earth, connects us to our ancestors. And then there's dancing and movement that can come along with that drumming. And I want to know, are there other drummers out there? Please comment below. So if folks are like, oh, I'm not really an artist or a visual artist, neither am I. I'm really just kind of adding circles and shapes to this image. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Just allowing my creativity, my intuition to just just go with it. And I was sharing too, if folks are wanting to join us on the live streams, that would be super welcome. We like to see what you're creating, and I think that when you share your art with others, we really learn about ourselves even more through other people's art as well, when we can witness. So if you're feeling inspired and would like to join the live stream, that would be welcome. We would just be sharing what you're working on, your art practice. Yeah, just having a conversation about what it means to you. I was also sharing on the Instagram page that art has been really helpful for me during my most traumatic time in my life. What I used a lot was poetry, and poetry I felt like was helping me understand a world that really didn't make sense at the time. So I was just writing things out, and I remember really feeling like I was very focused, and I could feel the words. Sorry. Again, I could feel myself kind of piecing the words together like almost like a puzzle, and afterwards I felt very complete and accomplished, like I understood a part of my life a bit more. And so that was really helpful for me during a time when I was experiencing domestic violence and when I was in a very abusive relationship. So that's what helped me, because we have all kinds of different coping mechanisms to keep us alive, right? We talk about we are harm reduction. We believe in harm reduction here, so we know that self-harm or like using substances are ways that keep us alive, right? So we do not judge folks for those kinds of things, but then there's things like art, like our art practices that keep us alive as well, and keep us alive, and they aren't self-harming, so that is a plus. So if we can get into a space like that as much as possible. I know sometimes it can be hard to even think about doing an art practice when you're in a crisis state, so that makes sense. But I like these expressive art sessions because it's a regular time where we're just taking time to be with ourselves, right? Oh, I forgot I'm not showing my image. Here, bear with me. I'm sorry that my camera just keeps falling. So let's see if I can do this. And I get also that having an art practice can be weighted, or you can have hang-ups like I do with music. I think sometimes I enjoy doing drawing because I don't have that. Hello, hi Brittany, thank you for joining us. Just waving at folks. Thanks for joining us, folks. But visual art for me is not, I do not have hang-ups with it. So it's a go-to for me right now in terms of just letting go and just listening to my intuition. Whereas music, I have a bit more of just history with it, right? So when I was younger, people made comments like, oh, you're so good, and things like that. That just have stayed with me or shaped the way I think that I should play or things like that. So I don't know if other folks feel a similar thing with their art form or an art form that they were really connected to but also struggle with. So that's me. I brought this up though too because something that helps me continue on or want to practice some of my songs that I've written years ago is thinking of my songs as friends. So I think that helps me, because sometimes I'll play, or someone's asked me to play a song, and I think, oh, how boring, or like, oh, I know this song too well, or I'm over that situation, because sometimes I write songs to like get over situations or understand situations, and when that situation is done, I'm sort of like, oh, I'm over it. But when I can think of my songs as friends, kind of just coming back to be with me and share, that helps me. So I don't know if that is helpful for folks at home. So I want to share a song with you now. Here's my image so far. I started it on the Instagram Live, and I was just kind of like intuitively just drawing shapes and lines and circles and things like that. And I wrote some words about it. Crystals, circles, lines, curved lines coming together, and I decided to call it Coming Together, because during that Instagram Live I was a little bit nervous because I was playing drums for the first time in a long time, and I think that this image was just helpful for me to think like, we're coming together, everything's all good and all of that. So I'm going to play you a song, a friend. It is a cover song. It's a song by Rilo Kiley. It's called With Arms Outstretched. Folks at home, you can sway or sing along with me as you kind of learn the song as I go, or you can look up the lyrics online and sing along, or you can play some body percussion or draw and journal, and those are all great ways to participate. So outstretched to me. And some days they last longer than others, but this day by the lake it went too fast. And if you want me, speak up, I won't wait. So you better move fast. Now it's 16 miles to the promised land, and I promise you I'm doing the best I can. Don't fool yourself into thinking you're more than you are, with your arms outstretched to me. And now some days they last longer than others, but this day by the lake it went too fast. And if you thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed that song, My Friend, from the past, that I like to sing, play, and it just reminds me of being by the lake, being by water. I hope that we can all be by water and rivers and lakes right now, because it is so hot. Or even a bathtub or a kiddie pool. I hope we can all enjoy some H2O this weekend, and cool off and stay calm. So thank you so much again for joining me for that art practice, for being a witness to me practicing with you. And again, remember, if you want to share, please, we'd love to see what you're working on at home. And I think that it's super helpful for others to be witness to your art as well. So you can, if you're feeling brave, you can actually post it publicly on our Facebook page for others to share and be witness to it, because I think we all will gain a lot from that. So thanks again. I'm going to be live next week at 11 Eastern Standard Time on the Instagram page, and then shortly after, usually around 11:45, on the Facebook page. So thanks again, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.